At Wings of Transformation Publishing, we are committed to helping our authors reach their goals and pursue their dreams of becoming published authors. We work closely with each author to ensure a successful publishing experience, and we are dedicated to helping them tell their stories in the most meaningful and impactful ways. We look forward to putting you on the path to writing your book.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is a founding sponsor for Da Crew podcast. Get featured inside the magazine and allow your voice to be heard around the world.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is an international magazine founded in May of 2020 by Queen Angela. Get featured.
The book, A Song for Zipporah, written by David Harris, is a powerful historical fiction centering around the life and character of Moses' future wife Zipporah before they met. Book author David Harris brings the reader into the relationship between Moses and Zipporah, which was gradual and lush. The story unfolds beautifully when Moses finally asks Zipporah to marry him. Purchase your copy of the book detailing this authentic story, A Song for Zipporah by David Harris today. It's available online at Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com.
Hey, and welcome to the Crew Podcast. We are the hottest podcast rocking right now. We are currently looking for 6 amazing hosts to join our family for season 2 that will kick off February the 1st, 2024. If you're looking for an opportunity to allow your voice, your perspective, and your brand to be heard around the world and seen around the world, then join the Crew Podcast. 3, 2, 1, it's going down like confetti. Water to no one shots again. If we do it on a Welcome. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Crew Podcast. I am the visionary Queen Angela. I'm coming from behind the scenes and providing an opportunity for individuals to share. Y'all see these amazing women behind me on the screen. They are a part of the 20 Queens of Hope, The Forgotten Queens, a book that we did to help bring hope, spread hope, and to spread some love during this holiday season to those that are incarcerated. But then I thought about it. It's not just about those that are incarcerated, because even sometimes when we are in the free world, we still sometimes struggle, and we're in prison in the mind. So it's for that person that may be struggling in the mind. So tonight, y'all, I have a special guest. She is the reason why this book was being created. She's one of the inspirations behind why this book is being created, and I am honored to have her on here tonight. I want you guys to really pay attention and listen. I want y'all to share this out in your circle of influence, because you never know what the next person may be in need of, how you can assist, and you never know when you may find yourself in this situation. But please share this in your circle of influence. For those that do not know who I am, I'm affectionately known across these social media streets as the Queen of Collaboration. But I'm just Angela Thomas Smith, the little old country girl from Levelland, South Carolina, trying to be the change that I desire to see in this world, utilizing my voice and my platforms to do just that. So y'all, share this. You never know who may need this. Again, the book that you see behind me, these women, that you see behind me, they are the 20 Queens of Hope. They are a part of this book. And this book is dedicated to this queen that is on the line right now. Tamika, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, hello, hello. Hi, world. How are you?
I am great. We've had a couple conversations, and I tell you every time I get off the phone with you, my heart aches, and I don't feel totally like complete. Like it feel like a piece of me was left on that phone call because my heart aches for you and those queens that are incarcerated for the things that you guys have to endure. I hear your story and my heart truly goes out to you. We talk about I can't tell your story, so I want you to tell your story to those that are listening tonight. I want to give them a little insight because I've talked about you several times to the young ladies that's a part of this book that you're going to be receiving, the 20 Queens of Hope. We came together to spread a little hope and love during this season to you and those that are incarcerated, and not just those that are incarcerated, but those that may be in prison in the mind, because a lot of us that's free in the free world still struggle and we still go through some stuff and we still have some issues. So I'm going to turn it over to you because I love to talk and I'll get to talking. And I know you only got 30 minutes. So I want you to be able to share and to be able to get your story out and to share whatever's laid on your heart, because I know it's so much. And I know this is not going to be a chance for you to share everything, but at least you can share enough to where people can get an idea. And I know I'm gonna have to bring you back some more, probably about 10, 12, 30 times. But yeah, go ahead, introduce yourself and share how you feel led to share on tonight.
Well, hello, America. Thank you for listening and taking the time out to hear my story. And I hope that I can open the eyesight of a lot of people and they can actually see that this is not a joke. Being in this place, this is very surreal. My name is Tamika Nicole Benjamin. I came to prison from Texas in Texas at the age of 15. I committed a crime of capital murder. I have 3 co-defendants that were all 3 older than me that ruled out the death penalty, and it's probably based upon the judicial system. That's the only reason that I'm alive today. When I came to prison, there was no TYC for a girl that committed a capital murder offense. And of course, I was judged biased because I came from the Marshall, Texas area, which is East Texas. 903 is not a joke. So I came to prison. I came from a pretty good background, a great mother who did everything she could to take me to great heights in life. I was a wild one, a little rebellious, but I can't admit I committed a crime and I understand what I did was very wrong. But coming here at the age of 15, there was no TYC. Try explaining to a 15-year-old what they did wrong. I was lost. I was broken. I was afraid. I came to prison with a life sentence for capital murder. Here, I haven't been rehabilitated by the system. I've been deprived. I've been neglected. I've been mistreated on all accounts, physically, mentally, socially, spiritually, emotionally. And I have to build myself back up in this place. This prison hasn't taught me or offered me anything except for survival guide. It taught me how to stay out, to not want to be here, to not want to go through any of this. This is cruelty. When I came to prison, the judge, the DA, the prosecutors, they all know each other. They're all cool. They go to lunch. They go to brunch. They hang out. I received a life sentence, and someone, a boy, a white male, committed the exact same crime. He got 20 years. 20 years, because his grandfather, the same one he murdered, mind you, know everyone in the system, judge, lawyer, district attorney, prosecutor, they're all in cahoots. Yet again, he got 20 and I got a life sentence. So coming here, I came to prison at 15, directly to prison. My first unit was Mountain View unit. I had to be reprogrammed to know how to live this prison lifestyle. I'm an only child. I'm not spoiled or bratty by far. But the things I've learned in here, it has been instilled in my head that those are coping skills. Those are survival skills. So I had to put my childhood behind me and become an adult real quick. And it's hard being in here. You need family. You need strength. You need wisdom. You need that push. Prison didn't give me that. If your family members are out there listening and they're in here, please help them. Stand by them. I watch crazy people get assaulted. They think they're crazy. They're not crazy. They hear things in their head that we don't understand what they hear. They put them on this unit. I'm on the hobby unit now. I've been on several units throughout prison. I've been through all custody levels, G4, G5, and SIG. But I had to change. I had to let go of the anger that got me here because I was misunderstood and misguided. And I was led to believe that I would just do a little time. I didn't even know what a lot of sentence was when they gave it to me. The old heads had to show me what that was. Now I'm considered an old head because I've been here so long. But I know how to do this stuff and get out now. This is not a joke to me. This is not my life or my home.
I don't know. Tamika, you still there? Well, yeah, that's prison life for you. She was on a tablet, I think, and she tell me that they have connection issues. If she can, she will. Oh, she faded out. She's fading out. You're in and out, but she's still hanging in there.
Yeah, is it better now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
But being here, I have to in something, and I know it's freedom out there, and I want to give it for all this. Like coming in here, I had to get my associate's degree. I have to get my master's degree yet, so I'm working on that. But all the education I seek is because I go and I want that knowledge. I have to seek that knowledge. TDC doesn't offer me anything in here, and I feel abandoned. It's not easy being in here. You see people die. You see the officers, they have brutality. They come in here, they treat you like you're an animal, like you're an outcast. Yes, I made a mistake, but I don't deserve this. Others don't deserve this. I have to sit and watch things that I have no control over. It's horrible to be in here and to see it.
Wow. For that person that have never experienced or know anything about what it may look like, can you draw a picture for us? What is a day-to-day routine for you, and how long have you been incarcerated?
I've been incarcerated since the age of 15. I'm now 40. I had my 16th birthday, and they assigned me to my first unit here. Coming into this place, you're scared, you're shook, you're nervous. It's so much to see and hear and pay attention to. You have to remember a TDC number that you will be noticed as or known for throughout your whole incarceration. You have to remember this number every single place. You're known by a number. You're no longer a name. They give you what they call basic hygiene. It's little bars of green soap. They give you 5, and they want you to bathe with that. They give you tooth powder. Back then when I first came to prison, they gave you tooth powder. Now coming to prison, they don't even offer you tooth powder. If it's not for the churches donating things to these prisons, you don't have anything coming in here. And you have to struggle. Everything is a struggle. The food is disgusting. Sometimes there's maggots. We eat a ton of pork. Everything is left over cold, or it basically looks like throw up. They don't apply themselves to anything that they feed us. These officers, they treat you like trash. They talk to you as if you're beneath their feet, and they demand respect from you. They brutalize you. They mentally and emotionally scar you for life by you being called a bunch of B's and H's just for no reason, because they have this job and they can. And it's allowed. There's no structure. Every day I have to wake up wondering what's going to happen today. Who's going to hang themselves today because the guard didn't come by and check on them? They don't do security awareness checks in here. I'm looking out the door and I see inmates without soap, inmates without hygiene, inmates that they're depressed, they're sad, they're open. And this is the time close to the holidays where a lot of girls and women, they hang themselves, they kill, they cut. And these officers, they don't care. So every day that I wake up in here, it's a constant reminder of, I have to get out of here. I need to help somebody. I need to go tell this officer, this lady need a bar of soap. I need to go try to go in my cell and help this lady because she don't have anything. She don't have family. She don't even own a tablet. Where's her help? Where's her support? Every day, my routine is survival. It's wake up, but I still have to remember, I have children, I have grandchildren, I have siblings. I want somebody to help them. Don't cast them away and throw them in here. So every day that I wake up, it's a routine survival. Get up, run out, go to breakfast at 3 o'clock in the morning. In the world, we still eating breakfast at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 10:15 in the world, you eat breakfast. You come to prison, there's no more of that. It's like boot camp, military, army, with a hint of, we're in a concentration camp. It's like you have to concentrate on being good, walking the straight and narrow, or you're going to get crossed out to stay with a case. This boy got an attitude, you're going to get a case. If this sergeant is after you, or you're going to get a case, they're going to take your parole, you're going to get a set out. It's fear. It's fearful in this place. I don't wake up with that same smile that I had when I was a 15-year-old. I don't have that same innocence to where I can wake up and simply smile or to laugh, because there's nothing to laugh about in this place. Prison is serious. And the things that go on around me throughout the day is horrible. So if you have any family members that are locked up in this place, stand by them. Hold on dearly to them. If they say they need money, send it. If they say they don't have housing, 9 times out of 10 it's because they don't. Guards will take your property, they have an attitude, they will tear up your stuff, throw it away, give it away, put your ID in the trash so you can't go to commissary out of sight. Every day, this is what I wake up routinely trying to stay away from. Every day since I was 15.
So how is that possible for the guards? What happens if you file a grievance against them? There should be some process to be able to report them, because they should not have that much power to where they can do that.
They retaliate. Everyone on the William P. Harvey unit is crooked. They're all related. They're either related or they have sex with each other here. So if you go to a sergeant right now complaining about anything a CO does to you, I promise you he's going to tell that CO your cell's going to get tore up. Whatever you have in there, if you have pictures of your family, they're going to be destroyed, wet, thrown in the toilet. This is what happens down here in Marlin, Texas. We're so far away. No one likes to come way out here to check on us in Marlin, Texas. It's horrible here. And they get away with it because I know her, I know him, I'm related to her. The whole chain of command is related to each other. From classification all the way down to simple COs.
And how is that possible? Wow. I keep saying,
short of staff, anyone can get a job here.
The state of Texas truly need to revamp their judicial system and take a look at how they are running this operation. I've noticed that there's a lot of nepotism and a lot of stuff going on, a lot of cover up, a lot of corruption, a lot of he say, she say, and it's just getting out of control. That it's just like, imagine they're not blind, but they wear a blindfold. It's like they covering up their eyes to stuff that is happening, and it's sad. You know, the basic human rights, safety, hygiene, nutrition, you know, that's the, you just consider basic stuff that they should be provided anyway. You know, that's their job, and they're not even doing their job. It's sad. No one should have to, you know, we know that individuals make mistakes. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. And there are a lot of people that is free in the free world that should be incarcerated, but they slipped through. They didn't get incarcerated, or they found favor however they did, but they didn't get there. So they should be lucky. But the ones that did, There's no reason to treat them. They should be able to do their time, to be rehabilitated, to learn from their mistake, to be able to grow, and to be able to help somebody else move forward, to not have to go through it. But the state of Texas don't even offer you guys that opportunity. They don't offer you any type of rehab programs, and they're not making it better by not even staffing the place. And I keep saying, and I'm not gonna let it go. They're gonna, state of Texas probably gonna get tired of me. They probably gonna ban me from coming to Texas. They probably not gonna want me to come when I do come. But until they correct some of this stuff, I'm going to continue to ask the Department of Justice and the FBI to get involved, because they need to get involved. And if they need to take over these facilities, some of them need to be shut down. Whatever needs to be done, they need to make sure that those that are incarcerated are being taken care of, that they're not losing their lives. Because I hear suicide rate is on the rise. I'm hearing that some of these so-called suicides are not suicides, but homicides that are being covered up by the guards. And why is these incidents not being reported? You know, we don't hear. I'm hearing these things from inmates, but we don't hear it in the public. And that's another reason why I'm doing a lot of these interviews, giving you guys a voice, giving you an opportunity to share, because a lot of the things that you guys are sharing, we don't hear it in the public. Because by the time we talk to the ombudsman, we talk to Brian Collier, and talk to all these so-called representatives, they all want to give you the other side of the long version of the short version, and around the corner and up the hill and back down to the valley and all that. And they still haven't got to the point. And things are still not being addressed. But I'm telling you, I don't know how I got involved. Heather nor there. But I'm involved, and I can't let it go now. And until I see change, I'll be on it. I am the change that I desire to see in this world, not just something that I throw around, not just words that I put out there. I am a person of action, and I allow my actions to speak. I can't sit by and watch. You know, there's a scripture in the Bible that said, once you come into the knowledge, you are accountable for that. So now that I see this, and now that I know that this is happening, then I have to be a voice. And I can't allow it to happen in my presence, so not on my watch. So every time I see something, I'm writing about it, I'm reporting about it. And if individuals don't like it, then they don't have to be a part of the things that I'm doing. Because I'm for justice. I'm for human rights. I'm for what's right. And corruption has taken over 3 to 4 years, 3 to 4 decades, not years, but decades. You talk about 10, 30, 40 years. 40 years. You guys, everybody that I've talked to, the average interview, the average person that's been in prison is 20 years. And then you talk about people that's been in 30 years and 40 years. Now, that's unacceptable. These people don't spend most of their lives in prison, and they won't give them a second chance. These people are not going to offend again. When they spent all their life in prison, do you think they're going to offend again to go back to a place where they've been done wrong for over 20, 30 years? And half of them been placed in these places wrongfully. It's sad. The state of Texas have failed their citizens, and the world is watching y'all. And I'm going to say it again. All these elected officials that's sitting on their behind and doing nothing. They sitting on their hands, twiddling their thumbs, playing with their nose. Y'all need to do y'all jobs. Y'all need to make sure that these laws that are in place are being upheld and hold these people accountable. You got lawyers and judges. How can these judges sit on judgments and hold them until they expire, until it's almost time for them to run out, and then they dismiss them, and then they don't tell you that they're dismissed? How can they do that? How can they lose records? Yeah, we putting y'all on blast. All those juvenile records that's been lost and destroyed. That's why I'm telling every juvenile that I know, Call for your records. Get your certified records from your clerk of court, your juvenile clerk of court. Get your certified records. They got to produce your records. Demand that they produce your records. Everybody demand it. Get your family members involved. Like Tamika said, this is coming from somebody on the inside, someone behind prison wall. Family, get involved. Your loved one needs you. They need you on the outside, standing up and speaking up for them. Because when they think that you don't have nobody on the outside, they take advantage. I've watched it too many times since the short time that I've been working with these individuals. The last year and a half I've been working with these individuals, I've seen what they'll do. I see how they manipulate the phone system. I see how they do the mail system. I see how they do. But they're not going to stop me. See, one thing that they just don't understand. I've been through the storm. I've been through the fire. See, I didn't understand why I was going through so much as I was growing up, but I see now because it's not a whole lot that I've not been through. So I understand ain't nothing that they can do to me that's going to throw me off track, that's going to deter me from what I'm doing. But I'm just, I can't believe a lot of this stuff. Just hearing you, the conversations that we've had, the interactions that we've had, my heart goes out to you. I knew that during this holiday season that individuals would feel hopeless. They may feel lonely, disappointed, despair, whatever the situation may be. They may be battling depression. They may be going through grief, whatever the situation may be. I got with 20 amazing queens, and they decided to share poetry, affirmation, letters, just words of encouragement from our heart and our souls to you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this book. This book was prepared with you in mind and those queens that you are incarcerated with, because we want you to know that you are not forgotten, that you are loved, that we care about you. We are praying for you. We're lifting you up, and know that in due time, everything that is done in the dark shall come to the light. I definitely want to thank you for your leadership, because you talk about 15 and having to grow up inside a prison system, having to grow up and not being given the guidance and the direction, but you are a leader. See, sometimes we don't understand why we are put in positions and why we have to go through some things. But trust me, it all is going to be for your good. When it's all said and done, and you're going to be able to look back and you're going to be able to tell people how you made it. So you hang on in there, my sister, and you stay encouraged, and you keep reporting and let me know what is going on. And I'm going to keep being a light on the outside to that dark place until light begin to show and change begin to sprout up, because it has to come. Because when you do different things happen. See, we can't keep doing the same thing and expect change. So we're doing some different things, and change is about to come. So you just hold on, because your help is here.
Well, I thank you so much for having me on your show, and thank you for all that you do to help support us second lookers in prison. If that bill could just pass, and they could pass that bill for the second lookers of juveniles, as well as some of the older people, the old schools, they're doing as much time as I am for less than the crime that I committed. I understand what I did was wrong. I was a juvenile. I was young. I was misguided, following the wrong crowd. I'm more mature now. I would not commit another crime. I know I won't, because I actually appreciate my life. I know what I have. I didn't know what I had as a child, because I thought like a child. But being in here, I've had enough time to grow up and mature. I'm on the right path, and I'm on the path to change. I just like to thank you for having me on your show. All the support that you give and offer us, it's amazing. And we do need it on this inside. Thank you for being our voice, because we really and truly do not have one. So thank you for making that possible.
Well, thank you. And thank you for coming on and being transparent again. I'm going to be sharing this and bringing much attention as I can, as possible. Um, those living conditions are horrible. Food is horrible. And these women shouldn't have to live like that. They are denied personal hygiene. They're denied the simple human rights, the simple things that they need to live. They're denied on a constant basis. They're not given the opportunity to rehabilitate, and that is the norm in the state of Texas. I look at state of Texas against a lot of the other states. I look at the crimes that were committed, and if these same crimes had been committed in another state, the punishment would have been different. People would be home. They would have the opportunity to be home. They would have the opportunity to be on probation. They would have the opportunity to have time served, different circumstances. But the state of Texas, I look at their pattern. They are one of the highest states when it comes to exonerations and execution. I mean, that's like they are one, two, or three. I can't remember, but they're high. They rank high in that. But don't mess with big Texas is what they talk about, because they're corrupt and they'll take you down. So I want to encourage you guys that follow this platform, that support the things that I do. Y'all share these reels, share these videos, share the blog, share this, because what's happening in Texas could be happening in a lot of other places. We hear about the things that's going on in the state of Alabama, how these individuals have been working, and they're allowed to go out and work in restaurants like Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's, work regular jobs like us in the real world, make money, and then the state get their money. How is that possible? Modern day slavery. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. A lot of the underhanded stuff that is going on in these prison systems that we don't know about, but it's surely coming to the light. And I want you guys to do your research. Stay involved in what's going on in your community. Really look at these people that you are electing into office and understand that these people they have the power to make decisions that's concerning your life and your loved ones. Yeah, we can elect these people. We can get these people out of office that's not doing what they need to be doing. You look at that governor in Texas. That man has been running that state for how long? And they've been corrupt for how long? Y'all, it's time for change. And change is only going to come if you decide that you want to see change. Well, y'all, I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight to another episode of the Crew Podcast. I am the visionary Queen Angela. Y'all, we will be back on tomorrow night. I will have Miss Bernadette out of Canada. She is another visionary and podcast host. She's going to be stopping by on tomorrow night. So I want you guys, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live right here on the Crew Podcast. Again, I thank you guys for tuning in. I love you. And guess what? There's not one thing you can do about it. Y'all have a great evening. Be blessed.
This tablet is about to